Hello, my Geminis. Welcome to Scrappy Siren Tarot. This is your general timeless reading for whenever you're tuning in. Welcome. Let's get started. I'm going to use the Tarot of Oppositions for your general message, and we'll get 3 flyers. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. I do all signs readings on Sundays, and I do sign-specific readings on Fridays, Saturdays, and Wednesdays. And today just so happens to be Wednesday, which is your lucky day. I didn't plan for that, but seems to be in the cards, so to speak. All right, so we're going to get one more flyer. Spirit, what is the general message that the Gemini and Cross Watcher Collective need to hear? Let's see. Cards are super sticky today. Okay, that's too many. Hope you guys are doing well. Happy middle of the week. Halfway there. All right. Oh, okay, so we have a flyer. All right, so your first card out is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Then we have the Three of Wands in reverse and the Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, let me sit with this energy for a moment. Okay, so overall, these cards are giving me the impression of writer's block or creator's block, okay? Meaning there's some idea with the Ace of Swords in reverse or some sort of communication that is maybe having a hard time getting off the ground or getting started. With the Three of Wands in reverse, you can see this figure in this card is a little bit disappointed about the progress of his projects or his business dealings going through, either with regards to the amount of time it's taking or the direction that it's going. So take what resonates. And then with the Knight of Wands in reverse, this is talking about a passion that you're moving towards, okay, that maybe it's definitely giving me the feeling that you're passionate about it, okay? But it's giving me the feeling that as of now, or wherever you currently are in your life, the amount of zeal and energy that you're placing into this person, place, or thing is not paying off in the exact way yet that you expected, okay? Because the Knight of Wands is a very passionate figure in the tarot. He goes after what he wants. He knows what he wants. He has a good ability to manifest. He's pretty fast moving when it comes to, pursuing things, but usually it has to do with passion, okay? So this is definitely something you were looking forward to, and maybe with the Ace of Swords in reverse, communication hasn't come across yet. I get the feeling that maybe you're waiting to hear back from a job interview, okay? Maybe you're waiting to hear back from someone that you asked out on a date. This is something that you really care about, and you're kind of in this waiting room period, okay? So I feel the desire to go ahead and pull some charms right now. So take what resonates. Charms kind of set up the tarot for signs and synchronicities, so we'll see what comes out. I'm going to pull 5 charms. I don't know why, but the number 5 popped into my head. So we have 2 hearts interlocked as your first charm. Okay, we have I don't know what you call this, but it's the wheel on the ship, on ships that help steer the ship. I totally forgot what it's called. But it kind of looks like the Wheel of Fortune too. Let's keep going. So maybe you're kind of figuring out what direction in life you want to go in at this moment. Whether it be direction in a relationship, direction in a passion. Okay, then we have the letter S. 2 more, please, Spirit. We have a cat. And last but not least, maybe some of you are waiting to adopt a pet and it's taking longer than expected. And we have a mermaid. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify the 3 general messages with the Osho Zen Tarot. Spirit, can you please clarify the Knight of Wands in reverse, the 3 of Wands in reverse? Oh, that's too many. Oh boy. Okay, we're going to get these 2 out. And the Ace of Swords in reverse. There's definitely something anxious about your energy today, and I don't this is not a judgment. I'm actually a Gemini moon myself, so I know Geminis are like stereotypically supposed to be more anxious in general, but I firmly believe that anxiety is like it doesn't really cover the full array of emotions that Geminis could possibly feel. So I think when people just tend to say, oh, Geminis are anxious, well, what they really should be saying is Geminis are highly attuned to emotions and their surrounding environment. So I don't always think it's an anxious energy, but the way the cards are coming out definitely confirms like the possibility that you're waiting on something and you're anticipating something, okay? And you're getting a lot of cards. You're getting 2 cards on each of your general messages, which is interesting. And your sign, oh my gosh, another 2 flew out. Okay, so your sign is also about duality, duplicity, just, you know, having 2 things harmonizing together, okay? Your symbol is the twins, so that kind of makes sense. All right, so on the Knight of Wands in reverse, you received 2 cards. You received Clinging to the Past in reverse and Integration in reverse. I'll show you these cards a little bit better. So with the Knight of Wands in reverse, you may have recently changed directions and are pursuing something new, and that is what you're anticipating. Because with the Knight of Wands in reverse, I'm getting a visualization of like somebody riding a horse and then pulling strongly on the reins to like slow down the horse, okay? And with Clinging in the Past in reverse and Integration in reverse, it's like you decided last minute not to go in a certain direction, whether it be you got out of a relationship, you got out of a previous job, you got out of a previous headspace that no longer served you, and you decided not to integrate with this entity, and you decided your past cycles weren't working for you, and you decided to release the past in some fashion, okay? And that's kind of the energy I was getting from this charm that you received that looked kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. It's like you're taking the reins, so to speak, or you're steering the ship. You're like, whoa, we're gonna go this way, we're not going that way, okay? So you recently went in a very different direction, is what I'm hearing. On the 3 of Wands in reverse, you received 2 cards. You received Moment to Moment in reverse and Projections. Interesting. So you saw the true side of something and you had to act quickly with moment to moment in reverse. Whatever direction change that you recently had, it asked you to move very quickly and to change direction because you realized that the way that you were heading was not going to work out the way you wanted it to. It was not going to get you where you needed to go. And that's why with the Three of Wands in reverse, you're feeling maybe a little bit disappointed because you feel like this is a setback or this will just take you longer to get back on track. But that's not the feeling that these cards are giving me. And we're going to clarify a little bit as to why maybe this isn't really a setback. But with the Ace of Swords in reverse, so that like lack of communication or that anticipating some sort of communication or some sort of outcome, we have compromise in reverse. So you're not willing to compromise this time. And it's a good thing. You're setting your boundaries. So if this offer that you're waiting on does not meet your standards or your expectations, you know that you have every capability of going in a different direction again and changing course. And then you also have letting go. So yeah, it kind of confirms that. Like you're willing, you're excited about this potential new opportunity, this potential new date, this potential new person, this potential new job, okay? But it's almost like you know that you have the strength and the ability to move on and to find something better if this falls through. Or you will have that knowledge, okay, within yourself. But that doesn't change the anticipation that I'm feeling from this reading, okay? You know you're willing to let something go, but if it doesn't meet your standards, okay? And the reason why you have these standards is because you've learned from the past something that didn't work out that you were involved in. You've learned your lessons, okay? You've learned some truths about other people, other entities. You've learned you've had to act quickly and that you are the captain of your own ship. So while you're waiting in this kind of waiting room, you're reminding yourself that you have the ability to redirect yourself if needed. So that's a beautiful thing. That's a very powerful message and life lesson, is to learn that there actually is quite a bit that we have a control over within ourselves. So I'm going to go ahead and get your challenge. Okay, so that came out really quick. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. So what this is telling me is that your challenge may be, maybe you're receiving some pressure from family members to go a specific route, okay? I'm like hearing maybe your parents are telling you you need to go this way, and you're like, well, let me decide, or let me figure it out. Or maybe if that doesn't resonate with you, maybe you're having some external pressure within work to accept. Okay, so for some of you, you're deciding whether or not to renew a contract or renew for an extended period of time. But the reason you're anxious is because you're waiting to hear back from this other offer. Because if this other offer comes back and it's better than the one that you've been in, you're going to take that one. So your challenge is to hold steadfast against this outside external pressure that's telling you, oh, you need to make a decision, you need to make a decision, you need to make sure it's the best financial decision, the most lucrative decision, okay? You're having to push back against that external pressure because you're waiting for another opportunity to get back to you or to present itself to you. Let's go ahead and get your ally. Spirit, what is Gemini's ally moving forward? Or whoever is watching, welcome. And if you like what I do here, please subscribe, ring the bell. It really helps the channel. All right, so too many flowers. We're gonna go with the single card that popped out. So your ally is the Hierophant in reverse. Yes, so this goes quite beautifully with the message of going against the grain, going against authority, okay? So your ally is to hold your ground and to not feel rushed, okay? To not let other people's opinions muddle your vision. Yeah, this could definitely have something to do with the housing opportunity. Could also have to do with starting your own business, all right? Because I'm seeing a lot of key symbolism. Keys meaning to a new house, to a new apartment, to a new brick and mortar business, all right? So let's go ahead and get your ending oracle with the Star Codes Astro Oracle. What is the ending message that Gemini needs to hear, please? The ending message that Gemini needs to hear. For some of you, your name starts with an S. It's one of the charms that you received. Okay, so you have card number 28, Chiron, heal. Bear with me while I look up this card. So some of you, you're possibly in the medical field with this symbolism in this card. All right, you could be in healthcare or maybe trying to get into it or out of it. All right, Chiron, heal. Chiron is often referred to as the wounded healer archetype, named after a mythological wise centaur who trained heroes and was accidentally wounded by Hercules with a poisoned arrow. Though he could not completely heal his own pain, he learned so much about medicine that he started a healing temple. This asteroid points to where your own painful experiences give you training and how you can use that understanding to help others. The asteroid Chiron has a 50-year orbit between the traditional visible planets and the more metaphysical transformative realm symbolized by the outer planets. Action. Find purpose in your problems. Hard-earned wisdom is now relevant and needed. You don't have to assign causality. You may never know why you went through a difficult time, but you can put what you learned from it to good use. Even if you never quite heal in this place of karmic tenderness, you have the wisdom to pass on once you metabolize the information. This situation may feel familiar, but if you can't remember a story to go with it, it may be left over from a past life. A chapter review of what your soul already knows. If an old pain is triggered, have compassion for yourself. You are more than your troubles. You know the route through, and now it's time to practice what you know. Once you have a solution, add it to your toolkit. If the situation stretches and tests you, take it as training for the hero within. What you are learning now can be your secret sauce in the future. Challenge. The situation can set off touchy memories or poke you where it still hurts. Shrapnel can hurt as much coming out as it does going in. Take this opportunity to heal as those old places can transform. Gift. Allow the pain and troubles of the past to become the wisdom and compassion of the present moment. All right, thank you, Geminis. I will see you next time. Have a good one.